Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I'm here with Martine Perron, Arc Mortgages, and just so you guys know, she's putting on an event November 19th. She's going to have all sorts of professional people there. I'm going to be there talking about the real estate market. It's how to create wealth through real estate and how to save money on taxes. But first, welcome, Martine.
Thank you, Mark.
First, I'm going to talk about what's going on in the real estate market. So every October is kind of like the spring. Everybody puts their homes on the market in September, and we'll know what's going on with the market in October. And this October, it's a tough October. It's probably one of the toughest Octobers I've had for selling real estate. Now, we're selling a lot of real estate, but it's a battlefield out there. And the reason why we have listings that come on in the spring, and those listings that didn't sell carry on through the summer, get relisted, come back on the market. September, more listings come on the market. And so we got a whack load of listings on the market right now. And the sales, I'll just let you know about the sales. So we had a little bit of sales in the spring and fewer sales in the summer and fewer sales in September. So if I'm doing a market evaluation and I see that there is 6 sales in July, well, I look at in that area how many sales there were for August in this specific price range, and they'd be 3. And then I look at September, and they'd be 1 or 2. So the sales volume's going down. And
Is it for this,
traditional,
excuse me, is it the same for all type of properties?
pretty much. I mean, we
Okay.
sell everything. We're selling condos, townhouses, houses, high end, low end, all around.
And they
Um,
all struggle.
Everything's struggling. Yeah. Now, what's interesting is I look back onto real estate markets, say in 1999 was a tough market, 2008 was a tough market, 2012 was a tough market, and the toughest month of those years was October. I mean, everybody can remember October of 2008, right? I don't know if you can, Martine, but I certainly can.
I was 20.
Well, there you go. I was a veteran in the market. So yeah, I mean, it's a tough market. And so, in a tough market brings opportunity. And I really feel right now is probably the toughest the market's going to get. Maybe November is going to be a little bit more bleak in December. And then January, there'll be less product on the market. And if we don't have a surge of inventory in January and we've got some interest rate drops coming, I mean, when's the next interest rate drop?
October 29
October 29th. And then the next one after that,
in December.
December. Okay, so, and I believe that we're going to have 2 more drops this year and probably another one in the spring, which will take us down to under 2%, right?
Well, it's a prediction.
It's a prediction. Now, I mean, the prediction was rates right now would be under 2%,
Okay.
right? That was the prediction last year, but no one was expecting these tariffs, which had an effect on interest rates, which
Mhm.
has an effect on the market. So there's
It,
blood up.
and
Mhm.
we can't really control the interest rate, Mark. So, like, if someone is in a rush to sell or they need to sell, what's the best thing to do?
Well, price your property correctly. I'll talk about pricing, right? So the market's here and it's going down. Where do you price? Do you price here where you miss the market, or do you price here to catch the market? So that's simple. It's easy to sell real estate. We're selling real estate right now. It's just lower than we thought it would be.
Okay.
So, Martina, in my newsletter, I've got the 5 steps on how to get a good deal on real estate. And so I'm going to share that with the group. And at the event, I'm going to go through these 5 steps in more detail. And then I'm going to include a 6 step.
Okay.
The 6 step I can't talk about on a recorded call. I mean, this step makes me feel uncomfortable, but I tell you, I've seen some great deals from it. And the pros, this is what they're doing. But we're going to talk about the 5 steps, and these 5 steps are terrific steps on how to get a deal. So step number one, know your market. So what does it mean by knowing your market? I mean, know your market inside out. Know how many active listings there are. Know how many sales there's been in the last month. Now, if you've got 20 active listings and you've got two sales, you divide that into the 20 and you have a 10-month supply. So that's going to show you the absorption rate in the market. Now, anything over a 4-month supply is a buyer's market. Right now, I'm doing market evaluations and I'm seeing 10-month supply, 15-month supply, 20-month supply. So know those numbers. Also, look at the sales for last month and then look at the sales in the month before and look at the sales the month before and the month before. Now, if you see that there was more sales 3 months ago and it's getting less and less and less, and you've got a surge of inventory, then you're going to know that prices are going to be going down. So know your numbers. And then what I like to look at is I like to compare years. So right now, properties downtown are selling at 2015 levels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when have we seen that where prices are lower than what they were 10 years ago? And they're going to get a little bit lower. So great time to buy. The number two trick in getting a good deal is look for estate sales. So estate sales are properties that have to sell. They're going to sell. The estate wants to get their money out. You don't have a seller that's saying, I could have sold last year for $200,000 more, or I want to wait. So estate sales are sellers that are going to sell now. So look for estate sales. Now, the only thing with estate sales is there's going to be a little bit of updating probably that needs to be done, right? So you have to be prepared to do some minor updates. And that brings me to don't buy the cream puff. Now, everybody's like, what's a cream puff? So realtors back in the day would say, oh, that's a cream puff, meaning this is a house that's move-in condition. The sellers looked after it. There's nothing wrong with it. You can eat off the floors. Well, that's a cream puff. And there's people out there with money, people out there right now that need homes, and they're going to be looking for those cream puffs. If you want to get a good deal, don't buy a cream puff. Buy something that needs a little bit of lipstick. Number three was the cream puff. Number four is clean offers. So there's a lot of sellers that they need to sell. I mean, there's sellers out there that need a closing before the new year, right? They need to sell. They've been putting off selling for a while now, waiting for the market to get better, and they're finally says, I got to sell. If you bring an offer with a 2-week subject, they're not going to take it as serious as if you come in with a clean offer, meaning 3-day subject to inspection, or subject to financing, but make it clean. You only need one subject to hold a property to do your due diligence. Make a clean offer and give them the dates they want, and you could save hundreds of thousands of dollars by just doing that. See, it's uncertainty that people are scared of. If you bring an offer that is uncertain to a seller, they're going to be scared. But if you give something certain, they'll be able to make a decision, even if it's lower than what they were wanting. So, number four, clean offers. Now, number five, I call the shotgun effect. Now, this one's a little controversial, but it's not as controversial as number six, which I'm going to talk about
Good
at your
person.
event. So, the shotgun effect is just a blast of offers in a short period of time. Now, I've done this with clients where we've made 5 offers in one day. They're all lower offers. And what that does is it basically smokes out the motivated sellers. So I send out the offers, they're low. I say, I'm sending you a low offer, I'm sorry, but this is where they feel the value is and what's going on with the market. The realtor says, no, we're not going to be able to get this done. There's no way. I'm like, no problem. And then they call me later that day. Oh, the seller just says you're out to lunch. Forget it. Get out of here. I've heard worse. And so I'll send out 5 offers, and realtors will tell me to go pound sand. But guess what happens after a couple of days?
They're coming back.
They come back. Not all of them, but there might be 1 or 2 out of those 5 offers that need to sell. And so when you put pen to paper, that flushes them out, shows that you're serious. And we get a great deal. I've seen the best deals that way. Now, people would be like, well, what if they accept all 5 offers? That never happens. And you got a subject, right? So, subject to inspection, anything can be wrong with the property. You don't even have to tell them. Just say it didn't pass the subject to inspection. But I'll tell you what, when you write a low offer, very seldom have I seen someone just accept a low offer. There's usually some kicking and cursing going on, and it takes a good 3 or 4 days of negotiation. So, number 6, I tell you, it's a doozy, and I'll go over it at your seminar, Martine, but I just want you to talk about your seminar. So, what's going to go on November 19th?
I'm really excited to hear about number 6 then. The seminar is for people in real estate that are looking to either unlock some equity to start investing in real estate and make it tax efficient, or individual that already have homes and investment property that want to make their cash flow more efficient. So we're giving the step-by-step how to manage that cash flow and how to save money. And there's also an accountant that's going to be there, a lawyer that's going to be there, and they're going to explain a different strategy that's similar on the business side. So you'll really have a strategy for business owner and you'll have a strategy for a real estate investor, both to save income tax and to build wealth. So I'm very
I, I,
excited.
I tell you, we've done the Smith maneuver this year, and it's making a huge difference for us. I mean, it's going to save a bunch of taxes. It's going to pay down the mortgage faster, and it's simpler.
Yes,
It's a lot simpler. I mean, you don't have all these accounts all over the place, but Martine
that's
will
right.
talk about that.
Yes,
I'm excited. And when I go and see sellers, I'm just like, okay, you've got 3 options here. You can A, stay in the place, B, rent the place out, or C, sell it. But if you're going to sell, this is what you need to do. And not everybody's a seller right now. And I'm not telling everybody to sell right now. Only sell if you have to.
that's right.
But, renting the place out gives you an option, right?
Yes,
And you can reduce your taxes.
that's right.
So, so it's a great idea for a lot of people. I always encourage keeping properties. If you don't have to sell, don't sell. If you have to sell, we'll get the job done quickly for you. And we're selling properties within 2 weeks right now. So great video, Martine. Thanks for coming on. I'm excited for November 19th. And where is it going to
That's right.
be?
It's on Granville Street, 320 Granville Street. It's downtown Vancouver, and I'll give you the link so you can put it in the newsletter and people can sign up.
Sign up. Sign up
Yes,
today. All right.
yes.
All right, everyone. Make it a great day. Thank you, Martine.
Thank you, Mark.
Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.